Welcome back to Mealtime DFS, where we always say, let's eat. Well, back to back, it was a bad night for me. I think Simo hit with his lineup because I know he went with Josh Hart last night. Cade Cunningham still didn't do his thing. I think he still shot horrible from the field. But I'm going to keep going back to that rookie at that price. People going to get off of him, and I'm going to be fine with it. You can't win every night. The lineup didn't do too bad. It just had so much value in that lineup. I never could get the JaVale McGee because I would have had like $5,000, $6,000 left over. Same reason I couldn't get the Josh Hart. I just had too much. Did not want to leave $4,000 on the table with some of these players. But hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I felt good about Cade Cunningham. I didn't want to take him out my lineup. I should have took him out and moved it around with Josh Hart. But it is what it is, and it's a new day, so I'm going to get straight to the point because it's 6 o'clock in the morning Houston time. I had to watch the Astros last night. I had to watch the Rockets last night. Christian Wood did his thing. Kevin Porter Jr. did his thing. And old KJ Martin, not KJ Martin, but Martin. I can't think of the dude now. I'm so tired. He did his thing last night to keep him in that game. It was a close game, but like I say, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm kind of tired, but I'm going to give y'all the core five, the starting five, the top five for the day. Like, listen, y'all, it's a bunch of value out here tonight. Bunch of value. I'm going to try to get you some great value this morning from what I see. And we're going to roll with that. This definitely can change. It's like I said, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It definitely can change of what I'm looking at right now. But to starting off with at the point guard position, we got Devontae Graham. Once again, Devontae Graham, 6,300. He's averaging 33. 6 times the value, be right at 36. A little bit over 36, 37. He's definitely doing it, and he got the matchup to do it tonight. They're playing Sacramento Kings, up-tempo game. Just stick him in your lineup and roll with him. He's definitely going to be my starting point guard tonight. No doubt. Going back to Garrett Trent Jr. Once again. He gave me a 41 against the Knicks. I told everybody to play him. He had 26 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. He took 22 shots. It's hard to pass him up going against Washington. It really is. I don't think he's going to give us a 40. But I would definitely say a 30. 6 times 5. All he got to do to get you 6 times the value is 30 fantasy points. He's averaging 27.8. So he might be right around in there. But against Washington, I think he can do. He might even get a couple more rebounds, a couple more assists against Washington. Even though Washington defense isn't as bad as it was last year, they are playing better defense with Kyle Kuzma and Montreal Harrell out there. They really are. Josh Hart, I talked about him earlier. At the small forward position, I wanted to get him in yesterday, and I just didn't want to leave that much money on the table. I should have switched it out, took Jones out, and made some more other changes, but hey, it is what it is. You know, you start getting the news and you start putting stuff in at the last minute. But Josh Hart played 30 minutes last night. He had 29.5 fantasy points. And, that's not even last night. I take that back. They're not even showing last night. That's how early it is. They're not even showing last night stats just yet. Let me pull Josh Hart, see what he did. Let me show everybody what Josh Hart did last night so we can be all on the same page. Because I know he had a decent game. Yeah, Josh Hart did a 34.25. He had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. He had 4 personal fouls. How many shots did he take? Josh Hart took 11 shots. Valanciunas went off again. He is in my starting five. Devontae Graham, which I think with Josh Hart probably hurted him a little bit. I see that Garrett Temple got a bunch of playing time. That was kind of unexpected. Need to keep an eye on that with that Garrett Temple. I think it just goes by whoever get the hot hand over Jones or Garrett Temple. But, like I said, I'm throwing Josh Hart in there. he's definitely going to get the playing time. We knew that yesterday when we knew he was coming back. Like I said, they said he was going to start. And I was like, golly, I want to get Josh Hart. But I left the lineup like it was. At the power forward position, once again, Wendell Carter Jr. got a great matchup playing against Boston. Like I said, it's going to be short and sweet. I'm going to keep on telling you about Wendell Carter Jr. Plain and simple. He averaging 9.9 rebounds. 9.9 rebounds. He did go up. He's 61. He's 61 now. He can get you six. He can still get you 6 times the value. All they got to do is get you a 36. I mean, he's 38, 37, 39, 33, 35. He can do it. Against Boston, it's going to be a little tough matchup. This is one I might switch out, but I still like Wendell Carter Jr. Personally, I'm definitely leaving in this lineup Valanciunas. Sacramento, keep saying it. They can't stop Simmons. Throw him in there. He might get you another fit. I think he's averaging like 14 rebounds. He's averaging 14 rebounds. Some ridiculous stat. 14 rebounds a game. I mean, what else can you say about somebody averaging? I mean, Sacramento NBA rank is 19th against rebound percentage. So just throw him in there. I can't see not playing Valanciunas. I really can't. Even at 8,500. At this rate right here, you have over 6,000 left for your players. I'm going to give you some more players that I see. You got Patrick Beverly again. I think he's 3,700. I mean, with Russell out, he's going to get starter minutes. Patrick Beverly still might not get you more than 27 or 30, but he's only 3,700. So, like I told y'all the other day to play Patrick Beverly, he's getting you 6 times the value at that rate. I'm going to throw him in again. Cam Reddish, another player. Cam Reddish, he playing against Brooklyn. You know how I feel about playing against Brooklyn? Shoot, you just take them and you roll. And this is the type of game, Cam Reddish, I can see him having a big game. I say it's a bunch of good value out here. Cam Reddish, in his last game against Washington, had 27 fantasy points, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He's so cheap. At 4,400, he dropped $100 from last time. I can actually see him doing 30 tonight against Brooklyn. I can actually see that with no problem. Like I said, Brooklyn can't stop anyone. Last year, they was one of the high. They was giving up like 125 points a game almost at one point with those guys out there. Next person, Eric Bledsoe. He screwed us again. I'm not going to even lie. He screwed you again. He keeps screwing you. I'm going to keep going back to him, y'all. I'm going to keep going. This is going to be one of these nights I probably run a few lineups because I do like a bunch of these players. I'm just not hooked on one tonight because I've seen so much value. It just all depends on how you want to run it. But once again, like I said, he keeps screwing you, but they keep playing him. They keep playing him. He's still playing 26 minutes. He only had 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. But once again, 2 for 8 from the field, 0 for 4. He's shooting 15% from the three-point line. God damn, he's a professional ball player. Eventually, he's going to shoot 40% at least, and that's going to get him up over that. I mean, he's getting 15 fantasy points off of 5 points. 17 fantasy points off of 6 points. Because he do all the peripherals. He do everything else. It just takes for him the stroke to go down. One other person on that team I didn't name, but he's way too cheap. He's getting a boatload of minutes at that time. And like I said, I know I'm giving you a lot of information. And I know I'm doing it quick. Same game. Once again, like it's a lot of good value. I like to talk about the value that's out here. It's a lot of good value. And where he's at? Where is he? Nicholas Batum, right here. Nicholas Batum look like he back in Portland from back in the days. He 4,300. He got a 33, 19, 27 on the last 3 games. Long as he shoot the ball, if he shoot the ball, he'll get that with no problem. He'll definitely get that with no problem if he shoot the ball. One other person I want to talk about. I think everybody know about Anthony Edwards. With D'Angelo Russell not being there, it's going to be a few extra shots for Anthony Edwards for Minnesota. So you definitely can load up on him. But also Anthony Simmons. If you haven't seen Anthony Simmons, I've been watching those Portland games. I've been keeping a good eye on Damian Lillard. And Anthony Simmons definitely getting that playing time. So just keep an eye on Anthony Simmons. I'm not going to hold everyone up. Let me show you that top 5, that starting 5, that core 5. Once again, Devontae Graham. You can switch. Like I said, I'll probably put him in and leave him in there. But Devontae Graham, Gary Trent, Josh Hart, Wendell Carter, and Valanciunas. You can almost call this the New Orleans lineup. But like I said, it's a lot of extra value out there. A lot of extra value with Cam, Eric, and I really do like Patrick Beverley. I'm going to get Patrick Beverley in this lineup somehow in some way. But once again, hopefully you have a great day. Once again, like I always say on Mealtime DFS, check us out on the Twitter page. We are definitely trying to put 3 different point of views all on one channel. So you're just not stuck listening to one person who's completely wrong. We all been there watching these YouTube videos. But once again on Mealtime DFS, as we always say, let's eat.